So my BMW 3 Series completely lost power. So this is day 2 of trying to check out what's going on. It's some daylight now. So the first thing we're going to do is check the fuse box. In case you don't know, this thing comes out of there. Those 2 screws. I'm sure you probably already seen that, but just in case you didn't. So that is our fuse box. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to check all these fuses to see exactly where they go and if they're good. And that's because, again, it just won't start. So we got to figure it out. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take a picture of everything that's in here. And then I'm going to have to look at the diaphragm or the diagram of whatever it's called to compare which fuses go where, and that way I can stay on track without being inside the car for all this time. Just so you know, I'm always ready. And another thing, almost forgot that the jump pack was here because I started to jump it first, but I thought about it, and that's the thing with these cars in general. You have to do things in certain steps. So if I would have jumped it, I could have possibly fried something if it's a fuse that's not in the correct spot. Later on, we're going to take this case and we're going to clean it up real good, clean all this stuff, detail all this stuff, and we're going to turn this another color. Let me know what you think, what color I should turn this in the future. In the meantime, the van's still going good. Had it running, no battery light. That just looks like that in the video for some reason. It does that, but trust me, it's stable. Just gotta go and get some gas. Alright, so the first thing I noticed is this is a little loose. Not sure if that means anything. Yeah, see, it's a lot loose. Forgot about this part. Pop this part up. We're gonna tighten it up and see what happens. Alright, so I'm messing with this a little bit. I realized that this wire is not connected, and I know some people say, you know, it don't mean nothing, but my theory about stuff like this is if they put it in here, it means something. So let's figure this out. Okay, so as you can see, that wire connects that wire, even though it's connected to the ground. Is running, it looks like, straight to the front because it's connected with this here, with all of these wires. So let's see what happens. So like I said, that was when I was saying it was shaky, that was like just not even on there, the positive. And this one here I just unloosened because this is kind of dangerous, because when I went to just pull the tab off, like the box completely just came up, your module box here. So technically you're supposed to take off the ground first before you take off the positive. So let's do this and see what happens. There was I just took like my rubber gloves and just stuck them over the terminal so they don't connect. So looking at the fuses, double checking, and I'm glad I did. This here, I don't know if you can see it, but this one here is in the wrong spot. This one here is supposed to actually be right there. This is just 60. So I gotta try to pull it out. And then put it back in the right spot. Let me take a look at it. Still good to go. So, I mean, the ends of it look a little burnt, but it's definitely in the wrong spot. So I also have one in there. You see the two blues. I don't know if you can see that, but this blue right here is supposed to be green, and these are 215s. This one here is supposed to be a 20. If you can see the 230s, I don't know if you can see. This one actually is supposed to be there. So I'm gonna pull that one. So these ones here, this one is actually supposed to be here. So we gotta pull these two. So I don't know if you can see it, but this 15 blue here needs to go there. Last but not least, it's an extra 10 in here. So I don't know if you can see it. Put that one in the middle. You're just gonna pull that because it has no other home. And so we'll have our fuses minus this one blue right here. That's it, needs to be a 20 and it's a 15. So we'll keep that for right now. But we pretty much got our fuse box under control after I pull this one. So now we're gonna revisit this stuff, the battery. And we pretty much just gonna put this back together the proper way with the wire connected this time and see what happens. As you can see, nice and tight. It's a little loose. It's just a little loose, but everything else is tight. So let's see. When you jump in these, you're not supposed to jump it from the front. I mean from the back, you jump it from the front. Positive goes there, your ground goes there. So when I try to start it, it's I don't know what's going on. It's still not starting. So try to push this again. Reconnected those. 8%. key stuck again. Got a little bit of power. That's what it was doing last time, but you see very little. So I'm gonna go with trying to get the battery charged again, and maybe it's just too weak, you know, to crank over. So let me see if I can get this key out, and we'll be back. So even though this is a no-no, I tried to do it straight through the battery. So I'm gonna take it, get it charged, get it tested, and see if this is the problem. My best guess is if it's not the battery, it's probably this guy. Something with that guy on top, but it's definitely something is not circulating power properly. So we'll figure it out. So while taking it out, I found another wire that wasn't connected. So I gotta figure out where this one goes. And it looks like it goes to the power. So let's figure that out. So here's the moment of truth. Got a new battery. Let's see what happens. Let's try it again. Nothing. Cooling light. Windshield washer light. Cooling light again. Let's see. Lights is nice and bright now. So guess we'll try it again. Let's see. This was coming up. What I'm doing now is trying to reset the sunroof. That's how you reset that. Back to normal there. Sunroof light came on. There we go. It's a different light. Now that light, it's a transmission light, but that don't mean it's the transmission. So definitely got power. Power's not going anywhere, but this means we have a different problem. To be continued.